I spent $100,000 on limb lengthening surgery. They break your bones surgically, they cut them and they attach devices.
Right now, we're probably living in the most vain era of human history ever. You know, with things like social media that's very image focused, online dating, which has become one of the main ways many people are meeting, that's also very image focused. People's looks are more prevalent than ever. And this has led to a lot of insecurity for both men and women. You know, a lot of women think duck lips are attractive and are inflating their lips, and a lot of guys are hopping on look-smashing trends like bone smashing to try and get a nicer face. And today we're going to be taking a look at the pinnacle, I think, of this insecurity that's grown. And this is one of the newest surgeries that's picked up a lot of popularity in the past few years, called limb lengthening surgery, that basically makes you a bit taller. And we're going to be taking a look at the risks as well, but without further ado, let's check it out.
I spent $100,000 on limb lengthening surgery. They break your bones surgically, they cut them and they attach devices that extend the bones over time. The world is a much different place now that I'm taller. When I first did the surgery, people said they hope I never walk again, but as it grew, it actually started to garner a lot of attention from women.
I thought we were on the first date. You're impressing me.
No, I'm not. You're impressing me. I'm 6 foot.
I'm Denzel Siggers, I'm 27 years old, and I spent $100,000 on limb lengthening surgery. So the surgery day, they put me under anesthesia so I was asleep. They break your bones surgically, they cut them and they attach devices that extend the bones over time. When I first woke up, I just asked myself 1,000,001 questions. I was like, why did I do this surgery? I regretted it, I shouldn't have done it. I'm in so much pain, I've never felt this kind of pain before, and is it really worth it? And I thought something was wrong because I didn't think it was normal to feel this amount of pain.
Day one.
There's a metal rod in my leg, and then there was an external fixator that attaches to the metal rod going through your leg. So you have both an internal device and an external device.
No, your eyes are not deceiving you right now. This surgery costs in the ballpark of $100,000. $100,000 to get your legs broken on purpose. Risk a plethora of complications and side effects, as well as potentially losing full function of your legs. Also, you can grow a little bit. In this guy's case, he grew from 5'5" to 5'11", which is a decent amount for sure, but is not even all that tall either. I mean, 5'11" is probably above average, but it's not even like a noteworthy tall height. We're not even cracking 6 foot here. But that's besides the point. It's a sad state where we're at the point where people are willing to risk straight up crippling themselves in order to appear more attractive. You know, instead of just accepting it, owning it, building up your own self-esteem, breaking your bones for validation from other people is more important, apparently.
It was very shocking. It felt unreal to see it attach myself because I had never seen anything like this before. I was actually in a relationship prior to the surgery. Once I told her I wanted to go get surgery to get taller to boost my confidence, she was completely against it. And inevitably, we end up ending the relationship, even though she was someone that made a lot of jokes about my height herself. So she hasn't seen me, but she's just seen like my social media, and she's been trying to call. She's been trying to make her way back, but that's somewhere I don't want to go back to. Today, I'm actually going on a date for the first time since I've had my surgery. So it'll be my first date at 6 foot. I'm very excited. It's an opportunity to get out there and really fill out this new version of me, like see how he interacts with the world, see how he interacts on a date. In the world we live in, we say don't judge a book by its cover, but obviously people are judged off their appearance first. But I do feel like once I get back into dating, my personality will be what carries me in a relationship.
Hello?
People are judged off their appearance first.
I mean, he says this, and it's not entirely untrue. We all are inherently shallow in our own rights. But at the same time, he also says that he had a girlfriend when he was shorter. On top of that, she didn't even want him to get the surgery, it sounds like. She liked him for who he was and how he looked at the time. 5'5" and all. But I guess that's just not enough. I mean, just look at this. Him walking around, kind of limping and waddling. I know he's probably still in the recovery phase when this was filmed, but this does not look comfortable at all. I don't think it's a far stretch to say that your legs and bones will never be the same again after the surgery. You got those rods in your bones and shit. There's no way you're going to be the same, even if everything goes all right and you don't get any major complications.
actually a very fun first date. I didn't expect to have as much fun as I did. I thought it would be a little bit more nerves or something, but everything went great. It was a very fun time, very beautiful girl. It was nice to step out in the world with a lot more confidence than before, to be a lot more sure of yourself and not wonder what she's thinking, but really just be who you are.
It is much easier to reach things that I struggled with before. The world is a much different place now that I'm taller. People smile at me everywhere I go. I've never had this kind of like reaction from people before, and I really enjoy it. I've always been very unhappy with my height, pretty much my entire life. I realized I was short around 15 years old, and ever since then it's kind of weighed on me. I tried a lot of different things to make me taller, or at least appear taller, such as spinal decompression, put insoles in my shoes, inversion tables, and they would only give me about an inch more. Seeing how the world reacts to me at 6 foot rather than 5'5" has been like a very amazing experience for me. I've always been like an outgoing person, but now I can just be myself without caring what people think or what people have to say.
I don't know, I feel like instead of doing all these things, you could have just accepted it and made peace with it. As difficult as it might be, instead of prioritizing all this other stuff and wasting time and mental space towards this one thing. I mentioned the risks earlier, and these are just some of them. You got a risk of infection, delayed or non-union of bone healing, muscle and joint stiffness, nerve and blood vessel damage, and other complications. Not to mention the fact that, like plastic surgery, your kids are not going to have your height either. They will most likely be short. And so you got to think, is this some kind of insecurity you want to pass down even to your future kids as well, who are also going to be around your previous height? I can only wonder what effects this is going to have on the body and legs as you get older. Very scary stuff. They seem to look a little odd and unproportional as well after the surgery. It's just not worth it. I have seen a few documentaries about these things, and most of the people are in pain for the rest of their life and can't really move fast. The moral of the video is to not only never do this surgery, but it's also to just accept your situation. Accept it, own it, or let the vanity consume you and potentially cripple you, not only mentally, but physically, literally. But anyways, I think that's gonna wrap up today's video. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for some more juicy videos coming soon to the channel, and let me know what your thoughts are on this whole situation. At the end of the day, people have always been and always will be vain. Humans are inherently vain and want the best for their situation and future kids, obviously, but I think we've reached an all-time high in insecurity and vanity to the point where these surgeries and risks are normalized. But maybe you disagree. Maybe you think things like limb lengthening surgery are good. Let me know. Leave a comment. Peace.